Alright, welcome back. I hope you've missed me. It's been a while. I took about a 2-month hiatus from making these videos. So I was busy and away from my computer for a large portion of that. And to be honest, with the changes rapid fire coming in for the Defect, there wasn't a whole lot of reason to do runs when it changed so much. I mean, there are total cards that have been deprecated and then added in, and just so many changes. It's pretty stable now, so I'd like to do an Ascension 15 run. I'm still going to do it on the beta branch because I like the events a little better there, and frankly I don't feel like switching back over. But let's do an Ascension 15 run. I think the Defect has a lot of interesting builds. It's one of the few Ascension 15 builds that you can actually do a value run thanks to Echo Form, where you just take good cards in Echo Form and sort of just rely on the strength of your deck. There's also the All for One build, which All for One's probably just the best single card for Defect, because it not only enables the builds, but it's good even in the Orb build. It's just good in general. And then you have Orb builds, which are probably either the most fun or the most terrible. It really depends. Anyway, let's take a look. I'm not going to take the bottom option, so you've got upgrade 3 potions and remove 2 cards. Now, remove 2 cards, I'm not as high on it on a lot of classes, but the Defect, you'll notice. First, I guess let's take a look. Okay, so we're at Hexaghost. Hexaghost is pretty easy, because you start out with the Defect with a lot of offense. Dual cast and zap combined for a lot of damage. Let's see, so you got 1... Oh my god, is there like 1, 2... Just not a lot of fires, unfortunately, so we got 1, 2, 3 that way. We've got 1... Yikes. Alright, so... And as I was saying, so there's with the Defect, you start with 1 less strike, and because I think they're making the cards the same. You have a zap and a dual cast instead of like just a bash and an extra strike. I'm trying to remember. I know Silent has 2 of these cards because they get the extra, the Survivor and Weaken. Anyway, zap's not that good. It eventually gets a lot better when you upgrade it because there are a lot of zero cost synergies. Removing 2 cards, though, is very strong because you start with so few cards. So the fewer cards you have, the faster your deck gets powerful as you're cycling through your bad cards faster to seeing your better cards that you've added more often. So there's 2 good options here. There's upgrade a card, which is just always solid. You just start with an upgraded zap, and there's remove 2 cards. The question is if I want to go this route where I take the 3 upgrades. If I go that route, I'd much rather remove 2 cards. Or if I'm going to go the multiple elite path, where I really want the upgrade because I might have to heal once. I just don't hit that many fires on this path. The multiple elite path, it's 2 elites before my first fire. That just seems like a mistake. So I'm going to remove 2 cards and go with the many fire path. I think that's going to be more useful. And removing 2 cards, you just 1 of each. So we're locked into this path. It doesn't matter, or it's question marks either way. And yeah, even though we didn't get to use our energy, it's just defend. I think it's better to do it this way. You have to be careful. Sometimes taking the 1 damage, I would try to avoid it actually a lot of the time. But versus the cultist, you can really put yourself in a bind. So I'm getting a strike and a zap. So I already know that's enough to kill him. Anyways, you can put yourself in a bind where you don't draw enough attacks, and he ramps out, and then you take like a 10-point hit where you could just taken 1 earlier to sneak an attack in. All right, well, we removed a defense. Let's talk about these for a while. Rebound, I don't like this. It's only good if you have like a bunch of streamlines or something, and then you have to like rebound and streamline on the same turn, so it's not even that useful. You need basically a lot of energy to make something like this work. There's just not that many. Like rebound claws, okay, but then I'd rather just have another claw than a rebound, because when you don't draw it on the same turn, it's terrible. Cool-Headed is a card I think they need to change, because the base Cool-Headed, like the card as is before you upgrade it, isn't good enough. It's just you don't want Channel 1 Frost draw a card. It's not powerful enough. When it's upgraded, it's fine. But, like, it should start as Channel 1 Frost, draw 2 cards, and then the upgraded should, like, give you an extra 3 armor or something. I don't know. But it, just as is not good enough. Reinforced Body's excellent. This is part of the reason you remove a block early, is so you can take something like this and not overload your blocks, because early blocks, we're only going to hit 1 elite, so it's not even that terrible. Alright, so we can do strike. Alright. Sure. I think if I strike and dual cast, it's an automatic kill, right? Yeah. Not bad. Alright, so I don't like Rip and Tear. It's like a good early attack in the sense that it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't really synergize with anything you're doing. Same with Sweeping Beam. Like, these attacks, the problem is, like, they don't build orbs, and they don't cost 0, so they don't go in any of the 2 major archetypes. They're just, like, kind of efficient. But unless I have Shuriken or something, like, how am I going to build strength? You know, this would be good in an Ironclad deck where you get Inflame, and suddenly it goes from, you know, 7 damage for 1, or 14 damage for 1 energy to, like, you know, 22 damage for 1 energy once you've Inflamed. But in the Defect, I need a Shuriken to make that happen, so not that good. Recursion is only good if you're a Heavy Orb, and honestly, even then, you don't want that many. I'm actually going to skip here. I'm not thrilled about it. I could take Sweeping Beam, but it's just filler. Alright, well, Giria. Now we wish we had taken the the Rip and Tear, of course, but you know, you're not gonna know your next question mark is gonna be a rare relic. Alright. Really? Come on. Alright, so we've got Chaos, Cool-Headed, and Go for the Eyes. So if I didn't have Giria, I might actually take Chaos, because it's really good for an Orb build once you upgrade it. I spoke to my Cool-Headed, but since I have Giria, obviously I'm going to want to go... This makes you want to go the 0 attack build, because your cheap attacks do more damage. So I think just Go for the Eyes. Go for the Eyes is solid regardless. You want this in most builds anyway. It's just flat out good. Alright, so I get a free upgrade here. Well, hopefully free. The first thing I want, I think, is you still want Zap upgraded because, you know, you get All for One, or you get that other thing, Scrape, and, like, you need to upgrade these 2 things early so that those cards synergize with them, otherwise they won't. Alright, didn't get... Oop! And we're gonna lift. Definitely gonna lift. Alright. I think I'd rather save the life. Might as well. The way potions work in the game now, I think you're really meant to use them early. There's no reason to save them. So they're more powerful, but you have less slots. So, like, stockpiling potions, you just end up in a spot where if you have them, then you're going to get another, you know, it's very easy to pick up too many potions. So I just generally like using them as soon as possible. Especially, I was fairly certain this fight was going to last more than, like, 4 more rounds. So it's just free health at that point. Alright. And yeah, I'm going to get the full heal out of it, which is nice. So a basic strike is going to kill this. So I'd rather... too bad, not too bad. Blue Candle is useless. I'm not even aware of any synergies. So we're not going to go Consume given the start we have. I think Recycle's terrible. This is good. If we had orb generators, you know, you can take this and sort of do that. I don't really like Stack. Let's see what we got here. Self-repair, auto shields. Well, FTL is definitely the type of card we're in the market for. And then we have... These are not that great in... Dead Branch is just not that good in... There's not that many exhaust cards you want to be playing. Ancient T-Set's good, but I don't know if it's good enough to be worth taking over just FTL and card removal, which is what I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to take this, but that's okay. I don't think self-repair is like that amazing. You only want one. So, all right. So the first thing to take out, I've got extra attack. I think I'm going to take out strikes because I'm going to really want to take zero cost attacks. So, Ornamental Fan. Well, these have some nice synergy already, so that's good. Alright. There's two ways of going. If I thought we could kill... I guess I can dual cast... Well, yeah. I'm going to dual cast first, see what I hit. Alright. So because of that, I think I want to go after him. Four damage puts him down to 12, so 2 attacks will kill him. That seems fine. Guess it's... Is it even possible I don't draw enough attacks? I'd rather not take the 5 damage here. I guess this doesn't do enough. So I'll need 2 attacks next. Yeah, it's just better to do it this way. Like, if I don't draw two attacks to kill him, it would just be a nightmare scenario. Alright. FTL, Zap, Strike. Alright, so Chill, Reprogram, and Blizzard. Chill's actually solid, even in a zero, like, it's just pretty free value, and you're going for a zero cost deck. You can, like, scrape into it and whatever, so I'm still gonna take it. I don't mind defragments and good orb cards even in my zero attack cost deck. It's still viable to me. Those cards just add a lot of value over longer fights. Let's see, that's 15, 16, 17. And if I dual cast, this does 16, bring it to 36. Yeah, I don't want to actually split him yet. Okay. Recursion, Hello World, and Barrage. So Barrage is interesting. It's really good with Giria. Really good, because it's, you know, it starts like it's just an attack that creates a bunch of attacks. So I think I want to take it. Like I said, I already have Chill to like build up for free my orbs. Yeah, I think it's good enough. if we go like some sort of hybrid build. I guess I could have just killed him, but this is more fun. Scrape, hologram, cold snap. Alright, so here's our first choice here. So cold snap would be good, I think generally. I think we just have to take scrape. Like we already have one. If I upgrade dual cast, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card that it can draw into, which seems insane. I like hologram. I like it much more when it's upgraded. And cold snap is kind of a whatever. It's not what we're really trying to do, even though I would pick cold snap if like these two were blank cards just to have more orb generators. Pretty clearly want the where's the dual cast? Alright, so we're gonna use the potion here. Zap, strike, strike. Taking a lot of damage here, unfortunately, but should be okay. I guess it's worth it. I mean, so I could not do that so that my barrages are better. It's actually going to not dual cast there. I guess I scrape first. And this is part of why I actually don't think Hexaghost is a big deal at all. Your deck is so good versus this type of enemy where it's like a damage race early on, because it's basically all your cards do early. You have more problem blocking. All right, here we go. So unfortunately we see all these together because I want to speak about these. One, I think Buffer's not that good. It's okay, but most of the scariest attacks in the game were multi-hit attacks. So sometimes it'll save you 30 and sometimes it'll save you 2 damage. And for a power that deals 2, it's generally not worth taking over good cards. I'll take it if it's free, you know, if there's nothing else in the pack. So all for ones, obviously, we're going to take here. But I wanted to spend a moment about Core Surge. This card's really good. It's really good going into Act 2 because you don't have to worry. Artifact's really useful because of the hexing guys. It's really good with Bias Cognition, but it's just good to generally have like a free artifact. And the attack's very efficient. 1 damage to 11 is just good on its face. In our case, it does 14. That being said, obviously we have to take all for one here. Now we're going to prioritize holograms more. And we haven't seen any of the 0 energy block 6 Steam Barrier or whatever, but I like Steam Barrier in all my decks. I think it's just a great card. Alright, so we've got... So, Inserter doesn't really do what we want. The extra energy is good, and then we have Astrolabe. Oh, gosh. These are 3 pretty good, but not great options. Because this is like half an energy. Can't always use it like you'd want to. And we're a 0-cost deck, so it's not as good. Honestly, I think it might be Astrolabe. Like, the orb generation would be cool. If we'd picked up Consume, then we could, like, go there. But we don't have enough orb generation to make Inserter all that useful, even if it does go with Barrage. So we'd have to then, like, start taking orb generation cards higher, which I guess is fine, but it doesn't really go with what we've done so far. So I'm not sure. I think, even though this is, like, probably the best of these in a vacuum for what we're doing, just getting rid of 2 strikes and a defend and getting 3 upgraded cards is probably the best. So I'm going to take Astrolabe. I think this is actually a good card Alright, so, oh my, we get 2 amplifies? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? 2 curses? Oh, holy shit. Holy shit, I can't. That's really unlucky. You know, there are so few cards that are just stone blanks. These might be the only 2 rares that don't do anything for us that we can't use. I mean, like, Heat Sinks at least would have synergy later. This is like... I mean, we just took a Calling Bell, but we didn't get relics. Alright, let's see what we're going up against. At least it's one of the easier bosses. Holy shit. What an unfortunate... Yeah. I think I want to... So, it's not going to get it anyway. Whatever. Man. Alright, well, we got Claw and Hologram. I think we're going to start removing these amplifies, and so I'm going to start going with Claw and hoping I can get there. It's just, this is just so ugly. Come on. Alright, I'll take it. I think I'm going to use my potions here. I guess I could have amplified that. It was a bit of an error. I wasn't thinking about using these as I don't actually have native powers. All right, so it didn't end up making a difference. Recursion, Chaos, Cool-Headed. None of these are any good. I guess so. I could take Recursion and upgrade it, but I'd rather just like upgrade Claw or Scrape. Recursion's really if you're going for a dark build, and we're not. Alright, so... Beam Cell, FTL... Zap, Blue Cast, level 1... Actually think I'm supposed to do this first. Didn't get there. So I could kill it, or I could deal more damage to another enemy. I'm not sure which is preferable. I think I'm supposed to do more damage. Alright. Well, rewarded, because now we get to do this. This does 30 damage. Which is this do? 9. All right. Dex, you know, actually still not that bad. Upgraded, this is fine, but unupgraded, I don't think it's worth taking. Cold Snap and Sweeping Beam. I said I would take Cold Snap earlier. I think it's still worth taking. We just need Orb Generation. We don't have any. Get Jaxed. Yeah, I think I'm going to get Jaxed. Well, the hit point sucks. If I had a repair thing, it'd be a lot better. But I can hit it with Scrape. I think it's good enough. Alright, so let's take out our curse here. I think Block Potion is probably worth it. Alright, so let's see the rest of this. We can get 1, 2, yeah, I think we just need maximum upgrade. Well, we can get 1, 2... and hit another thing. Alright, I think that's worth it. Let's see. So I could upgrade Jax, upgrade Chill to be in my opening hand. But I don't actually even want it in my opening that badly. I want Scrape to draw me it for free if I can. I mean, why not? Alright. Actually, not too shabby on this, right? A lot of damage up front, so... Alright, Streamline is okay early if we could have already gotten it and upgraded it or whatever. Because, you know, you can obviously, like, Streamline Hologram and do the, like, the tricksy kind of stuff where eventually you can all for one it back. So I don't hate it. Sweeping Beam is still bad. I don't know if I want Streamline, though. I'd rather just upgrade what I'm doing. If it came upgraded, that's fine. But not upgraded, it's just not even all that exciting. Alright. Barrage, Chill. I mean, this is an extra potential 6 damage upgrade with orbs. I don't know if that's even better than just upgrading Jax or, like, resting. Maybe go for the eyes upgraded, because I don't know if that's even worth it. Boy, lots of questions about what to get here. Maybe it's worth it to just upgrade Claw and hope I get there on Claws, but it's sort of free upgrades already, and I don't know. Nothing obvious to do. If I rest, I get 19. Yeah, let me just rest. I get the full value of the rest here, so that seems fine. Regal Pillow. Alright. Always want to take out this guy first. I'd rather have the Cold Snap in front of this so that I can... What do we call it? Like, do this... evoke it first. Alright, so FTL. I want to, if I chill, I'm not gonna hit it. So if I Jax, and then how much is this gonna do? Yeah, I think I have to do it this way. Fair amount of damage on that fight. Alright, so we have White Noise, Thunderstrike, and Auto Shield. Auto Shield's fine. White Noise is pretty powerful, so I think I'm going to take that one. This is just not the type of block I want. It's like a bad leap. Right. Got our first thing that synergizes with... So I think I'd take Barrage and Leap here. Could take Flash of Steel. It's not the worst. Over Barrage. Or maybe I can take... I think I need the Leap, though. So I'd like Flash of Steel, but I can't even Flash of Steel Barrage. I don't have enough money. And I need more block, so... Alright. 1 free strength. I'll take it. Beam Cell, sure. Upgrade a card. Alright, what do I want to upgrade? So there's actual... I don't usually upgrade white noise, but when I can scrape into it, there's some value there to upgrading it. None of these other ones do that much for me. I can go for the eyes is okay. Might be correct to just upgrade reinforced body, but I don't have 4 energy, so I'm not even that excited about it. I think versus this boss... I think I just need to go for the eyes. Rest here. Alright. Do I still have the Amplify in my deck? Yeah, I do. So I'm going to actually wait to pop this until the Amplify's in my hand. That's at least something. Alright, so scrape. Jax, beam cell, claw. Alright. Go for the eyes. Seems good. Cold snap, zap, barrage, vent. This, of course. Heat sinks. Boy. That's what I wanted. Well, upgrade you. That's something. So... might actually get out of this one alive somehow. Alright, beam cell, zap. We're definitely doing good damage. That's something. If I can get... Alright, well... So, I definitely FTL first. Go for the eyes. So 43, so I'm not going to die, thanks to my orbs. I guess I scrape? Beam cell, dual cast, all for one. Yeah, I think we get there. Alright. Not bad. Not bad for the worst astrolabe in history. Getting past Act 2. Pretty proud of this run already. Okay, so Thunderstrike, Buffer, Hyper Beam. I don't like Hyper Beam. I just like turning off all of your orbs are pretty bad. It's only like if you trade your starter relic, which I don't like to do, but if you did that, Hyper Beam goes way up because now you don't have energy orb. You can just like remove Zap from your deck, pick up Fissions, and like build that kind of deck. But it's really only a place where I think it applies. We just need defensive cards. This isn't going to be good enough. We're not going to have... Alright, well, so now we have a few options. 3 energy options, which is nice. Curse Key, probably what I'm going to take. If I had a good deck already, Busted Crown is quite good, and you're just like never taking Philosopher's Stone when you have other good energy relics. I guess I finally have some Amplify synergy, but I think Cursed Key is just much better than the Crown in most circumstances. Now, naturally, I take a power for the first time and finally run into the one boss where the power is not even good. Yeah, I'll just take the maximum routes here. All right. On you. Sucks that, see, it's like it saved me 2 damage. That's the problem with the card. It just doesn't do enough. Should have probably also done it the reverse way so that this guy had an extra on him. Let's see. White noise. Wow, great. It's Jax. Scrap. Did that backwards. Good thing it didn't matter. Alright. Speed potion, I'll definitely take another claw here. Find some potions. So I got Swift. This is not that good. Take the power. Lose all gold and gain a relic. The relic's actually really good, so I will take that. Alright. Jax. Scrape. So 10 and 9. Yeah, I think I can do it. If I hit him, I take more damage. I take 4. It's not worth it. Alright, another claw. Here we go. Definitely gonna rest here. Let's see. I'm ready to draw some cards. Let's see, I got 1, 2. I don't think I want to do buffer yet. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Gold-plated cables is okay. Alright, a self-repair. The problem with self-repair, which I might take anyway, because it's going to keep me topped off for the end here, is obviously it's terrible versus Awakened One. It's just like a curse in your deck, so maybe it's just not worth it. Boot Sequence is nice, and then Core Surge is okay. I guess, yeah, Boot Sequence is just the only answer. I've talked myself out of it because I just don't want a curse versus the boss. I don't know if it's... I just feel like upgrading White Noise is just not doing enough. Upgrading Beam Cell? What are my already upgraded cards? I already have an upgraded Beam Cell. In that case, I'm way less excited about it. upgrade Jax for 1 strength. Does not seem all that good when it's like I'm already at plenty of strength. Upgrade FTL or upgrade Claws. You actually don't have things. I guess upgrade Reinforced Body is the best thing to hit, as we finally got our 4th energy, so it adds a lot of potential block. Not taking that. Almost clicked on it. Almost got me. Do that. Alright, Amplify. Give me the old hello world. Is it worth getting back all the zeros? Yeah, I think so. Considering I get to go for the eyes and then zap, loot sequence, claw. Don't need to do a cast here. Alright. Hologram's gonna be great here. So FTL, beam cell, beam cell. So hologram, yeah, I gotta do it this way. Not bad. Not bad. Calipers isn't going to do much of anything. Alright, so here we go. We got Glacier, which is like the best block. Even without any defragments, it's just going to be very good. We need orb generation, believe it or not. We have very little. And White Noise, which is pretty bad versus the Awakened one. So I think that's an easy one. Alright, skip that chest. Alright, this guy should be easy. This is one of the new enemies. I don't think I need 2 boot sequence, so... Alright, so... FTL, beam, chill, alright. Should be just fine versus this guy. Our deck's like all attack, so we're particularly well suited. I guess I can just play everything, so... has gone surprisingly well, I gotta say. And then, just for fun, take your best shot, buddy. Alright. I think leap. Let's see, what do I want here? There's some merit to upgrading Buffer. I'm eventually going to play it, and I want it to be good when I play it. I can't think of anything else that really does much. A lot of these upgrades, like Barrage, is normally a good upgrade if you're generating a lot of power, you know, whatever the orb slots rather. But we're never getting more orb slots, so it's just an extra 6 damage. And honestly, it's like already upgraded plus with Giria, and our. At that point, I'm just better off upgrading Jax, which might be... It's either Jax or Buffer. I think probably Jax. The extra strength is going to be a lot of damage over the course of the fight. Second, go for the eyes. Could take a block potion for just 12 life. I have to get rid of a potion, though. So it's like less life than this, and the weaken is probably going to save me damage. Good question. What do I take? I don't really like Hello World all that much. I think I just take a go for the eyes. And then... I don't think I need to upgrade it. I upgraded the Jax last time, and I was debating upgrading... What? Another beam cell upgrade, another barrage upgrade. The claw upgrades don't seem worth it. The go for the eyes, we're gonna, with 2 of them and 1 already upgraded, I think that's unnecessary. Got boot sequence, so like upgrading chill isn't even that exciting. Yeah, alright. Hopefully this does something for me. Alright, so start off with a chill. So, barrage you. Let's see, that's 12. All right. FTL. Jax, beam cell, barrage, sleep. Alright, so if I scrape, I'm still good. I don't want to go over the maximum number of cards. Actually going pretty well here. I'm quite pleased. Somehow, without Steam Barrier, managed to kind of get there on these cards. Alright. I should have done that earlier. Do I want to waste the boot sequence? I'd rather it be on a turn where I'm going to get the full 10 block out of it. And not save 1 life doesn't seem worth it. So we could do it here, but we're going to raise his strength, so it just doesn't... I want to wait for phase 2 to play it, if I possibly can. Ooh, this is perfect. Managed to get it off without giving him any... I don't know if that did what I... Okay, so... For the eyes... All for 1... FTL... Beam cell first, go for the eyes... Zap... Barrage him... 2 claws... let's see, leap, 17, 18, 19, finally get to use this boot sequence. I think we're going to get there on him. Didn't ever actually, you might as well just throw the weak potion at him. It's not going to last 5 more rounds, but... Alright, so... If I buffer here, I'm going to save some damage. Reinforced body gives me 18... Versus I can just do a bunch of damage to him, which seems way better. Yeah. This is why buffered, by the way, is just not that good. It looks like it's going to be good, and then it's never does what you want. That's okay, though, because we managed to somehow get there off of this beam cell scrape. Yeah, wow. All right. I am shocked we got there. I mean, you look at this deck, and it just... I guess this is really the power of All for One, is you can get, like, double cursed off of Astrolabe. I mean, look, we actually had the Amplify in our deck till the end. It did nothing. It was a curse every time we drew it. Minus the... Yeah, it gave us that, like, Storm or something twice. Something horrible. I mean, it just did nothing. We had to remove one. If we'd just take it, like skipped an artifact, we would have been better off. And we still managed to win the run pretty convincingly. I mean, we took a little damage, but we beat the hell out of them. Not a bad score. Maybe I'm going to do another run sometime soon because I like to show off the orb builds. But I do think All-in-One is the best card. And, you know, when you open like a Giria, you really have to... This is Giria, Ornamental Fan. These are the cards that make you want to lean into the zero-cost attack deck and, like, take your scrapes. We didn't even see that many. Like, you look at our deck, we didn't have any card draw. We didn't see skims or anything like that. We just got a few, like, one all-for-one and one scrape, and then we were still able to just tear through all the acts because you have so much front-loaded damage. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed. Had fun making this video, and hopefully I'll make a few more coming up. Thanks for watching.